Universal Orlando Resort just released some amazing brand new photos never seen before of the new ride in Epic Universe called Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. So in today's video, we're gonna go ahead and check them all out and talk to you guys a little bit about what each one is showing and what I could really talk and divulge a little bit about each and every one of them. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So guys, with Epic Universe opening up on May 22nd, 2025, we are just a couple of months away from the grand opening of Universal's brand new theme park here in Orlando, Florida. So with just months away from the park opening up, these are the very first pictures that they went ahead and showcased for the ride itself. This is of course just for the ride and the queue line. This isn't for the show, and it isn't also for any of the land per se. To give you some context about what the ride is essentially about, it is Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. This is actually taking place around the time in which Dolores Umbridge's trial is commencing, and huge havoc is running around. We don't know what's happening. Death Eaters arrive. It is crazy. I can't divulge too much about the details, but if you guys want more information, I would highly recommend staying tuned, because the more the information comes out, the more I'm able to talk to you guys about it. From Dolores Umbridge's office to the Department of Magical Creatures, this ride is going to take you on a huge journey all around the departments inside the Ministry of Magic. So this is a cool picture right here. Is Umbridge stands trial today. And it's essentially a Daily Prophet newspaper in which, of course, we have Dolores Umbridge's trial being showcased in the top. And of course, a bunch of flying memos, just like in the movie. Now, the grand atrium of the Ministry of Magic is probably the biggest set I've ever seen, honestly, and this is the only place in the entire world in which you're able to actually walk through and be surrounded by the literal Ministry of Magic. Like, you're gonna see everything. You're gonna feel like you're inside the movie. You're gonna have flames flying around. You're gonna hear everything, all the noises, every sense that you could think of. You're gonna feel it being so overstimulating that you're not gonna know what to do. And that's exactly why I'm telling you guys have to be there on May 22nd, or book in advance and just book a special day for you guys to go and see this in person, because I promise you these pictures and videos will not do it justice. You have to experience the Ministry of Magic for yourself. I love how the atrium picture is actually quite identical to the concept art. This is why Universal's amazing, and I'm not only saying that because I work there, but they literally show you the concept art and will go exactly to the T, every detail has to be exactly the same, which is awesome, because as guests, you know that you're not getting ripped off, or you're not, you know, being advertised something and then you're getting something completely different, which sucks sometimes. In the next picture, you have this huge sign that says Department of Magical Creatures. This is kind of showcasing, this is actually part of the ride itself, not inside the queue, but actually inside the ride. You'll be able to see that once you are on the RV or the ride vehicle or the lift, whatever you want to call them. And I love this picture because it showcases all different types of tiles that we've been using. And by tiles, I don't mean literal tiles, because these aren't literal tiles, but because they're actually wood. But I love that you have the green, the emerald green, you have the reds, you have the purples, you even have the pinks for Dolores Umbridge's office. And this picture I wanted to show you guys because this is quite literally inside the lift itself. This is a speaker, and this is what I mean by we put a lot of details into things, which I find to be amazing. If you go to any Wizarding World, whether it be inside Universal Studios in Diagon Alley or in Hogsmeade, you won't find like fire alarms and what's it called, like smoke detectors and stuff like that, because they are there, but they're just perfectly hidden, so that way a guest wouldn't be taken out of that immersion and world or realm that they're supposed to be into, which I think is super cool. Now, this picture is also part of the ride itself, and it is a ministry filing system, and that room is just jam-packed with a bunch of papers everywhere, from the floor all the way to the top. Like, I'm not even joking. It is a bunch of paperwork. You have cabinets that say a bunch of different things. You guys won't be able to see it because it's gonna be so small, but I might have or might have not written my name on one of the cabinets to make myself officially, you know, there. But that's just besides the point. Again, a bunch of filing cabinets. You will see things in that room that I can't really talk to you guys much about, but be ready because it's awesome. Now, someone famous who we really never talked about, I guess, I don't know if the books ever talked about it, honestly, but Higgledy, the house elf, Higgledy, she's here. So she's gonna be part of the ride queue and the ride as well. So stay tuned for that because Higgledy is our beautiful house elf. And part of meeting Higgledy, our house elf, you're gonna see her in Dolores Umbridge's office. So yes, of course, you guys are going to be able to see Dolores Umbridge's office. You're gonna walk through it. You're gonna see how horribly pink and vibrant it is. She's of course of high class, so she has these golden chandeliers and these diamonds and cats, all of that good, nasty, horrible thing that she just does naturally. That's all gonna be there, so expect a lot of pink tiles. Now, just to remind you guys that they did share a sneak peek inside a full-scale recreation of the British Ministry of Magic, which is the first ever full-scale British Ministry of Magic that's not being filmed on, which is awesome. So you're able to be fully immersed inside and you're gonna feel like you're actually part of the movie for the first time ever. Like Leavesden, where they actually filmed the movie, they only had a section of the set. So this is the full thing, guys. So let me walk you guys through the whole thing from outside in Paris. So from Paris, you go through the Metro Fleu, and then you travel in and you are facing now the atrium of the Ministry of Magic. Again, you're gonna see all these huge statues, these illusions that come with being part of the magic. You're gonna see clouds, you're gonna see offices, you're gonna see a bunch of things. You're gonna be so overstimulated that you're gonna drive yourself crazy. I know that from entering the Flute Network to exiting, people's jaws, I just want to stand there in the exit and I just want to see everyone's face because their jaws are just gonna drop down to the floor when they see the atrium of the Ministry of Magic. Now you are gonna see the Magical Brethren statue that's there in the middle of the Ministry of Magic, which is really cool. You're also gonna see that breathtaking illusion sky ceiling thing and an endless array of Ministry of Magic offices. Not in the literal sense, they are of course limited to the ceiling, and then there are some illusions that even a trained eye wouldn't be able to catch it, given, you know, more special effects that just blur your visions and stuff. This is something to take note of because we are obviously not in a real magical world, but the fact that we have illusions and can provide that actual magic to the Ministry of Magic is awesome. Like, just to say that in a simple sentence is awesome. Now the only real pictures that we have of the lift is some of the seats, and the lift is seated about 14 people, so take that into consideration. The seats do look comfy, but trust me, they are not. I'm gonna break a couple hearts, but these seats are hard. They have to be hard and sturdy. It's more for safety concerns, and also we have sensors on the seats, so that way if anyone tries to get up, we have a pop-up wall that literally stops people from jumping off or falling off. A lot of safety stuff, a lot of boring, nerdy safety stuff that we just can't have cushiony chairs. But they look beautiful. They look beautiful. I cannot lie. They look amazing. It's just, yeah, it's not soft. Well guys, remember May 22nd, 2025 is the grand opening day for Epic Universe, and that'll be a day that I will bring you guys along for the Epic Universe experience. I'll bring you guys along and I'll show you guys everything and anything that happens in the Ministry of Magic, Dark Universe, Mario Land, every land in there. How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, we just saw the live version that's coming out 2 months later of when Epic Universe opens. So a lot of things are already happening, and I'm very excited because next year is gonna be an amazing year. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next one.